Hello everybody, this is Henry. I'm back with my final collection, volume 4. I know it's been like almost a week or two or so since my last video of um, volume 3, my volume of my final collection, the same title. So I'm back with more vinyls, and I got in my collection and hope to continue on more if I have any or have bought some on me in my belt. So here it is. Doing My Thing by Paul Murray and his orchestra. This was my introduction to his music right here. He's an excellent composer, arranger, pianist, got a good sense of style and everything. You can look here on the front cover and also on the back for great ladies, good cars and everything. And here is the back cover, the notes and everything. And this is him with his car. I think it's either I don't know what it is, but Rolls Royce or something, but pretty interesting. So again, this is my first introduction to Paul Murray, and I follow a few of his albums and songs and stuff, like Love Is Blue and all that. So very interesting. Shorty Rogers' Portrait of Shorty Rogers by Shorty Rogers and Giants, or Shorty Rogers Big Band. Excellent album. This is actually I found at my place, Sweet Melissa Records, from $1, and it's full of good songs, good arrangements and everything. And guy has his kicks and stuff. So has good interesting songs in there. And if you're a fan of the big bands, like in the West Coast, East Coast, wherever, you know, this is actually a good treat for you if you love this. It's actually still available on CD as well. The Isley Brothers' masterpiece. This was the last album of the trio, the original trio. That is Rudolph. Rudolph, Ronald, and O'Kelly. You can see there, this was the last work album with feature O'Kelly prior or before after he passed on in 1986 or 87. So this is him when he was slimmed down, you know. But back then he was real big and all that. So just make a long story short. You're gonna look at the back cover and see how it's done. And here you can look at this list of songs used there and everything. And so, interesting album. If you don't have this, just pick it up where you go to your local record store. You go online like Amazon or iTunes or anything, or just download for free. For instance, you can check out one of my videos how you could you know, you can find out how you can download or convert audio formats or anything. So interesting album, the Isley Brothers' masterpiece. Sheila E.'s Maxi Seal, which is actually an album. It includes the Club Addict, Glamorous Life. It's actually a 12-inch actually. I have this album still on tape, but I'm looking to get it on CD or on MP3, one or the other. So it's an interesting album. It's a good song. Bring back a lot of memories. This was released around my year. I came around 1984, the year that Marvin Gaye died, and the year when Purple Rain came out, and the year that Basie died. What else came out that year? Night Shift by the Commodores, 1904 by Van Halen, Wham! Make It Big, etc., etc. A lot of good history back in that year, man. A lot of good history. You gotta love this Miami Vice soundtrack, the first ever soundtrack that includes some tracks from the TV series by the great John Hammer. John Hammer. That includes a lot of his songs. Yeah, it includes all selections from the use on the TV series, and includes a lot of big guests there: Shaka Khan, Glenn Fry, Phil Collins, Tina Turner. What else? Yeah, I was right. Phil Collins, Grandmaster Melly Mel. Yeah, we got it. So, interesting album, classic. And also, you look at the back, Don Johnson, Philip Marshall, and also on the right side, and shows the cast and crew plus John Hummer on there as well. So it's a great collection. Also, it followed up to 2 and 3 of the same soundtrack, Miami Vice, years later, and once the series ran for at least 5 seasons from '84 till '89. Pam Window and the Shades. This one I haven't listened to yet, but will soon. So it's an interesting album. I had checked out. I haven't heard any of these group. I haven't heard this group, but it's kind of interesting when I picked this up by mistake or stopped by while I was at Goodwill one time. So it's actually a good album. If you're ever familiar with this group or anything, you can just find it online or just check it out, for instance. Close to You, Carpenters, actually one of the greatest duo in rock history that ever came out. It includes hits here on his album. We Only Just Begun. We Only Just Begun. Close to You. I think that's about it. Maybe others on their previous records or greatest hits albums per se. So. Interesting album. It's actually an album if you're fans of Carpenters, Harmonics, and all that. It's actually a good album to pick up. And also, I recommend you try to pick up all their albums, where on CD or vinyl if you ever can, or even download them from iTunes. And plus pick up Karen Carpenter's solo album, First and Only Sir albums too as well. Yeah. Just want to give you a little close up here. Rila Coolidge, Love Me Again, great album, still the best. It actually turned me on to, I actually was turned on to her when I heard a cover she did from Boss Scaz, We're All Alone, which is just great, still a good song. Something that I would love to arrange someday for big bands or jazz members or stuff. So it's a good album. It also includes there Booker T. Jones, who plays on this record, and a few guests plus the Waters family's on there, and Waters family on there, yeah. And Booker T. co-produced this with David Arlelli or something, yeah. So interesting album. Good songs, and plus the remix, which done by my friend DJ Discocat. Shout out to him. He done a terrific job doing his own mix through this song, which is great, which is burning for real. If you ever, you can YouTube him under the DJ Discocat. Yeah, the DJ Discocat. THE DJDISCOCAT. Check him out. He's considered one of the best, and he's a great mixer, a good friend, and he's got a long way to go. So check out his mixes and everything. He's the best. I consider our next Tall Moulton. Joshua Thomas, Midnight Rendezvous. This actually I was turned on. This actually. I wasn't familiar with this artist or anything, but this is actually a good album. This is a certain album I was just getting started to listen to, so it's not that bad of a record. So it's just good stuff. It includes a good horn section: John Fash, Don Hahn, Tom Malone, Eddie Daniels, Howard Johnson, George Marge, David Sanborn. Good guys like Hiram Bullock, Ruben Bassini, just Bob Babbitt, Cornell Dupree, Eddie Daniels, just to name a few. So it's an interesting album. I want to show you on the back what it looks like. So interesting. I'm just getting started. If you find this out, I just found this out recently. Actually, by instantly at Goodwill. So it's pretty good stuff. So I'm looking to go back on it and listen to it more. Okay, Tasha Chalmers's Midnight Rendezvous. Excuse me. Dynasties, Adventures in the Land of Music. Okay. Interesting album. There was actually one song that was sampled from a rap duo called I think it was Lucini, you know. So I forget what they are right now, but you know the real deal. But it's an interesting album I have picked up, so I was just getting started on, and it's a good record, you know, very classic. If you're a fan to music, that was put out on Solar Records, run by the late Dick Griffey. And also, if you're also a fan to the Silvers, that's also recommendable to check out as well. And I recommend you check out the Silvers music, you know, because they had, I think On Song, the TV show, had put out a profile on it, which I haven't seen. I had downloaded the episode of Isaac video, so I still have it in my external hard drive. So you can check it out, the profile of the group Silvers, on their YouTube as well. So gotta love this album, you know. Yeah, like I said, the group I get it now. Camp Low sampled this one of the records. I forget what it is. One of the songs on here. They sampled it for their hit Lucini to go da 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 da, which includes the horn part and everything. So recommendable. Lacey, Jade, Dalton. Wow, I just recently finished this album some time ago, and it's started to look pretty good. You know, it's a good album, full of good country song. Had that little funk feel, pop feel, rock feel to it and everything. Soul in it, you know. Interesting album. This is actually my introduction to Lacey Dalton. And I just got turned on to her. And since she's been around the game for a long time. So hopefully I'll try to get into more to her soon. Since this is actually my first introduction to this little country girl. Country singer / musician. Glenn Gould Beethoven sonatas. That is my first introduction to this cat as a kid. This is actually the only I always still own, but I haven't been following up with some of the records he put out at that time. So hopefully I'll try. But this is the only album I have on me from Glenn Gould. If you're ever familiar to piano music or likes of Beethoven and Bach, is actually a good album to have. It also includes music. It also includes the classic Moonlight that everybody knows, everybody familiar, which is actually an all-time favorite from everyone's. So this is actually a good album. You know, I haven't listened to this one in a while, so hopefully I'll make a return to this soon. So this one I'm not going to give up on.